versus Uther. I will fight with honor. For doom.
Okay, it's another Paladin, and the question I ask myself is, should I keep not playing around Consecration? Oh god, I got a Powermace. I think my only other mags, in case this dies, are Reaver and the Whirling Zap-o-matic. So maybe this survives even. You never know. Oh, this is aggression. This is pure aggression. Wow! That's not... okay. My only taunt is the Fen Creeper also. That's like the problem with this deck, that I don't have many recovery mechanisms, so I really rely on like turn 10 or 11 Deathwing.
Reporting for duty.
Wow, so facey. So facey. Problem is, even if I kill one of these, like, I can still trade. I'll give him the trade. He's inclined to trade, I think, because otherwise this is a Mechwarper Yeti. And I don't think that he wants that. If I trade here, I make it too easy for him to just run his 1-1 into that. Yep. Of course, like something like Argent Protector can punish me. But I think on the other hand, if this happens... oh, okay. Then it at least doesn't like protect this guy then, or like an ogre later. I got a pretty plain hand here. Basically. I take too much damage though, I think. I can't really deal with a lot of stuff here.
You're in trouble now.
But I can slow something down, I can buff my stuff, I can kill something. And he's inclined to do this trade now, because otherwise it just dies for free. Pitfighter is actually quite nice.
I wonder.
Like, if you compare it to Fen Creeper, you lose like 2 points of damage for taunt. Whereas, if this was... I think now I wouldn't have traded, but that's of course up to him. What a draw! I think even a 1-1 is alright, especially with these 2 cards in hand. Oh yeah. This part is pretty nice for both Cultmaster and Stormwind Champion now. In case he doesn't have his own mind control tech and steals his stuff back or something.
Squire, attend.
Okay.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, this has to be better.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Who are you?
Last warning.
Probably doesn't matter which one I return, but I probably like this more kill in case of something happening, like, I don't know, a Ysera Dream card. Wow. I'm not sure like if I want to de-silence this or not.
Reporting for duty.
Well, this guy's on Silverhand Knight killing duty now. It's not a great board for a Consecration. Could have a quality Consecration. Then I just have the Kraken. Need to get rid of my hand in case I draw Deathwing. Well, that's a very aggressive deck. Oh, okay. He wanted to draft an aggro deck, it seems like. That's fun. But it's hard to make it work consistently.
Reporting for duty.
9, 10, 16, 20. I'm almost there.
Did you bring some fish?
Just a random totem, unfortunately. This goes to 3 health. This isn't relevant. Actually, did I miss lethal? This Earth Shock would have been worth like 5 damage? No, I think I was 1 up. But I could have attacked with everything and then silenced this for 5 more damage. But I was off with 4 damage by 2, so this would be off by 1. Oh, he actually got it? Okay. Oh, wow. Good thing I kept this though.
Reporting for duty.
It was a good move though.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Wait, no Mechwarper, no Fireguard Destroyer? What's happening? Ah, wow. I probably won't be able to pull this off, but... Actually, I played the Loot Hoarder, I played the Powermace, I kill something. Played the Whirling, kill something else. Have a 5-4. Oh, this could work. There's a lot of sun all of a sudden.
Greetings from beyond the grave.
Okay. Oh, so there's the Mechwarper. Glad I got all these cards. What will happen is that he probably pings my guy. This will be a 3-3 and then I Powermace. I didn't lose a card, I just took like 3 damage. This is a lot of sun now. It's hard to make the light work. A 2-2. I guess it's good enough to hit. Can I squeeze anything in here with the Mechwarper? No. Okay. This summons to the right. So...
Elements guide me.
in case of a Flame Tongue Totem, I think I want this order. So that I can push for 14 damage. Maybe.
It's getting hot in here.
Wow. Second time I see this card, second time it hits my face. That's unfortunate. Maybe I'll just protect my guy. I mean, he would have used the spell if he had one, right? Or I can just use the Bomb Lobber actually to get rid of this. I think the Fan Creeper is better though. Because he would have even used the Fireball, I think. So this should be kind of safe. Uh-huh, okay. Good German morning sun, yeah. That's true. I think I just developed the biggest minion here. I have nothing that survives a Flame Strike, so I would probably like to... With all the consecrations I saw today in True Silver Champions, I think I want to play around Flame Strike also. So I kind of want to play this so that I can use this the turn afterwards. But it's so off curve. Huh. I have no use for this, basically, right now. Let's do it this way.
Did you bring some fish? There's little time.
Actually, I should have done this in the other order, so that I could get the same totem twice, maybe. So many things to consider. This gets value this turn. Oh, maybe not. But even if he has the perfect Blizzard into Flame Strike now, I have a body on the board. If he plays something big, I have a Hex. If he plays something medium, I have the Bomb Lobber. If he plays a few small things, I have the Earthshock. Well, that's not hexable though. Okay. That's 8. I think I do it this way. Oh, he got a fireball.
We have many secrets.
Oh, really? Interestingly, I run out of steam somehow. Huh. I'm so close, but let's see what... It won't kill one of my guys, will it? I don't want to give him a Maiden in case of Mirror Entity.
Wanna blow something up?
It's not Mirror Entity. Oh, wow. These were some good hits. In case of Duplicate, I think I don't care too much. In case of Counterspell, I think I save these two. This survives a Flame Strike, which is also quite nice. Maybe it's Effigy thing. Okay. Seriously? Okay. I think this was big enough of a threat to kill it. Yes. Like 5. Need a little bit more. That's not it.
Take this blade.
It's close. It's my 5 cards against his 4. But he has the option of, like, the potential of killing 3 of my cards with 1 card. Ah, okay. Or at least 2 of them. A Pit Fighter.
You're in trouble now.
Do you want to Earthshock this?
Take
Seems worth it. Hopefully it is. I have a lot of big cards left. I think I drew like most of my early game. Indeed, I have some late game cards left. I hope he didn't get the coolant now. Oh, a Cone of Coal.
I'll put it on your tab.
But it seems that I'm in a somewhat good position.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
hello.
Greetings, friend.
Actually, it might have been better to cloak field this, because this gets killed so easily. And if he puts up a taunt, I could have killed it and killed this. It might have been better to think a little bit about this.
You win this.
Thrall versus
Wow. So many paladins
I
today.
will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
3 paladins, 2 priests, 1 mage. It's pretty one-sided. Plus, this is the 4th paladin now. Okay. This seems pretty good. I'm not sure what... I want to coin out a 2-drop, but I'm not sure which one. I'm still not sure which one. Maybe I should wait, actually, because I don't have this many 4-drops. I might have to skip my 4. So in case of shield minibot, this is good. In case of a 3-2, this is great. In case of a 2-3... let's start with this one.
Reporting for duty.
In case of this, this play is obviously better.
Mind if I roll me?
This way I can hopefully protect my Whirling. Maybe not.
Reporting for duty.
Probably not. Not really. If I kill this, then he still has 2 for the Whirling, so... I don't want to play a mind control tech into this, I think. The thing is, it won't hit, right? Because he will just trade. He won't play... like, he trades, he won't play 3 minions, right? And in case of a consecration, then it's still just these 2 guys. It's a rough decision. Well, then I have to play this as my 4-drop, I guess. Or I play these 2 and he just... Maybe I should have Earthshocked this to open myself up for the Bomb Lobber. But I guess the Pit Fighters is quite okay too, because of something like this happening. Maybe the Earthshock will hit the Harvest Golem. Okay. Makes sense, I guess.
I am freed from the curse.
Spell damage would be really good. Nice. Thought about Earthshocking this and Bomb Lobber, but then I just have a 3-3 and I don't know. Bomb Lobber seems better on a bigger target with like 4 damage for free. And this could have killed the Stormpike Commando also. I guess that's Frost Elemental then. Could play these 2. 3. No.
Take this blade.
It's Squeeze in some hero powers. The problem with most of my minions is that they are nice but not too impactful.
Let me think.
Hex on this would be great. So what I can do next turn is like Bomb Lobber, Direwolf Alpha, run this in and squeeze in a hero power first. I'm still sitting on this Whirling. Maybe I should play this behind the taunt as long as it is there. I have to deal with this guy too. It's not easy. Oh, wow. I'm glad that I rolled the taunt totem now. Ah, never mind. This is rough. Okay. Oh, I have this twice. Unfortunately, both of them have 5 HP. I've got him 3 good True Silver targets now. And all these minions can kill the... Like, the Cobra is probably like a waste here, but I want something on the board that he basically has to kill. And I have a second Bomb Lobber. I guess I'm waiting until he floods the board and then I draw Deathwing again. They all have Consecrations and True Silver Champions. I don't really get how this is possible still. With such a high card pool, but I should expect like a lot of Flame Strikes still. Like the card pool seems not to be that big that it's not, wow, possible to get even multiple Consecrations again. Wow. So annoying. Let's roll a totem. Hopefully taunt. Damn it. Slightly running out of cards. Four plus 1? Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Guess I make it 4 plus 1 then. 3, 10. Okay. Let's just play everything here.
Powering up. Portals online.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
I mean, he just played 2 Consecrations, right? I don't really care if he kills a 4-3 here now. This kills it. Probably would have traded first. At least it put him down a little bit tempo-wise, but him having so many cards now is a little bit annoying. On the other hand, I still like I drew most of my early game again. So like most of the cards I still have in the deck are like fast or big cards. Oh, both. So that's something. Like a Kraken and the Deathwing, the Valiant and Stormpike Commando, Fell Reaver. See, that's what I'm talking about. 6, 9, 13, 14, 18. Not quite yet. I guess I clear. It feels to me that the animation is pretty long. Not the splash itself, but until the thing dies. Okay, so the cards he played weren't big or impactful at all, so that's good.
The victory is yours.
Nice.
Throw. There's
And another mage. It's only paladins, mages, and priests today. I think I keep this too. Wow, okay, well, that's a bummer. Okay. But the Powermace is quite powerful, especially going first, and the Fireguard Destroyer is one of my few good 4-drops. So I'll take 4 damage from this probably. Yep. He hits this, I hit this. Oh, he doesn't have a 2. That's good. Lag.
elements guide me.
The only problem is that I only have 5 drops and I only have 4 mana after this turn.
For the crusade!
Okay, never mind. I'll just not play it, because the Earthshock is just too good for this minion. Oh, another 5 drop, wow. I can deal 7 damage, up to 7 damage. Like, even if he plays a Ward Elemental. It's dead.
Power flows through.
But I don't even have to do 8 damage, actually. Whoops. Don't even have to do this.
Special delivery!
Now I have
For the legend!
10 damage or something. Could play these two instead of playing the Bomb Lobber here. I think that's better. Also fits the curve.
Mind if I roll me?
Good result.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Another Micro Machine. Well, I guess the Bomb Lobber is pretty good again. And a Flame Strike kills 2 minions that actually killed something before. The other option is hitting this and Stormpike, which is no. The problem with Deathwing against the mages, of course, cards like Polymorph.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Interesting. Oh, Soulfire. Bah. Well, it kills this guy, right? But I definitely don't want to discard Deathwing. This would be a disaster. Can play a lot of stuff here. Guess Fen Creeper might be the way to go. I can run him out of cards somewhat soon.
I wonder.
So I don't really want to discard my stuff. Especially with these two guys coming up. And I can bait out like fireballs and polymorphs. So he has 5 cards, I will draw 1, I have 6 plus these 2, so up like 3 cards. Oh, maybe not even more. Oh, he has a Crusher in the deck, it's good to know. Kraken is not really good here. This one is way better.
I've got a huge gun.
Like again. Kind of afraid of Flame Strike still, but not much to do about a Flame Strike. I like his card more than mine. Do we believe, guys? Do we believe? Maybe we do. Then I just play Mad Bomber, Mind Control Tech, Totem. I think it's not time for Deathwing yet.
Done.
Almost.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Almost.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
On time. Hoo-hoo, yeah, you got it.
I don't want to discard these cards. The Soulfire is just not worth it somehow.
Your magic shall not save you.
Interesting. I think now it's time for Deathwing. Or maybe not. I mean, Reaver might be better. Interestingly. I mean, he will just burn me like 9 cards over the next 3 turns. Most of the time, if he doesn't play like Unstable Portal into Gnomish Inventor into something.
Well met.
Oh, all my big cards. That's sad. Maybe I lied, maybe it's not better.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I don't. Do I want to discard Deathwing? Do I want? And how much damage do I want to take? I think this is all right. Maybe I'm too hesitant though. I don't have many big cards left, I think, right now. So what I can do is like hit, then this is still around, I play the Pit Fighter. Ah, come on. Let's stop this charade. Now he's like, Polymorph! Or Big Game Hunter.
Put this apple on your head.
Nope. I don't know. He wouldn't need exactly Pyroblast. So I guess I can do it this way. I think I'm in a good enough position to play around Pyroblast. Because next turn I have lethal anyways.
It's getting hot in here.
Well played.
Third time I see this, third time in its face.
You win this.
weird card. This Deathwing is doing tremendous work. I can't stress how good this card is in this deck. Amazing.
Thrall versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine for Doomhammer.
Oh, a Warlock. Wow. No, I might consider keeping Earthshock going second actually, because maybe that's a very aggressive deck. Warlocks tend to draft a little bit more aggressively because of their hero power. I think Powermace is just a too powerful card in my deck, even though I don't get a 2-drop, it seems like.
Why do you call?
Oh well. Earthshock wouldn't have made any difference here, so. Nah, this was the worst one. He couldn't kill any O2 totem, but...
May my
Oh,
ancestors
coining it out even. Interesting.
elements guide me.
I have the Dark Iron Dwarf and the Haunted Creeper. That's cool. Also the Bomb Lobber. So many. Is this a taunt Warlock? Why didn't he? He also missed an attack. What is happening? I'm at 8 wins, right? I'm confused. Sadly, I have no. I have this mech, but with this curve, I don't want to draw like to throw in the Reaver next turn. I think.
Elements guide me.
I mean, next turn I can do something like hit, Dark Iron hit, or maybe Bomb Lobber. You'll see. And even then, a 10-10 or an 8-8 doesn't really make a difference, I feel. I think Dark Iron is better. Puts a bigger body on the board. Wow, nothing. 4 mana tap.
You call that a weapon?
This board is also more resilient against Hellfire. And I can deal with like an 8 damage thing. Oh,
Ready, sir.
that's perfect.
Done.
It's not as resilient against Hellfire anymore though.
Special delivery.
But I've got the board and a like pretty sick Cult Master turns.
From the void I come.
I wonder if this is big enough to hex. Or maybe I should hex whatever comes out of it. If it's something scary. Which I cannot do right now.
I wonder.
I think I can afford to like hope for a snowballing effect here.
There is a lot at stake.
That's nice. Oh, he didn't want to get this guy from his Void Caller. This is somewhat scary. Oh man, I really want to play these two right now. To draw a lot of cards. Where's my Earthshock? Kind of afraid though. So let's see what comes out here. Oh, he's got a second one. That's so nice. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. So it might have been better to hex later on, actually.
Do not push me.
This board isn't as scary anymore as I would like it to be.
My eyes are open.
Too many dark bombs also. Sand seems to be pretty clunky actually. Could be time for Fel Reaver. Or maybe just flooding the board this turn.
Mind if I roll need?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay. Seems like no Hellfire. And no Shadow Flame.
Steel.
Okay, there comes the aggression. Yeah, so that's... This was basically what I was expecting here. Huh, that's good. Let's start.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
With all these totems. He didn't have an AoE-ish answer the last turn. I want to get rid of this.
Push forward.
And even if he got one now, we still have the Fel Reaver.
You call that a win?
3, 6, 9, 10. Huh.
It's time for a little.
Missing out 2 damage here. Oh. 6, 9, 10.